Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Faroe Field, named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A first down for the offense. Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right.
Going for it all. Leaves his feet, makes a nice grab along the right sideline. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Give to the running back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented.
Picked off! Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
To the air on first down. Ball is free. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. They just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense. You're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense. Off play action. Using the quick game.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working that left side.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. It is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
Reels it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
To the air, it's Cook. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got loose, it was all over. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Missouri 7, Georgia 3.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Trying play action. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The snap sets up to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Cook. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. Offense getting set for 1st down. The back goes in motion. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football. It looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
Off play action on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Here's the give off the left side. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Dropping back, it's Cook. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Looking to the big tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Got his man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Cook. Got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarter.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia, 10.
He'll call for the fair catch here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at
What a snag by the defense. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Line gets set, 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll try the right side. At the 15, he's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Dropping back, it's Cook. Steps away. Now looking to throw back to the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. This will likely be the last play of the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Missouri 21, Georgia 10.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half.
To keep this one.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll pitch it. Got room at the 35. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense at an empty set. Back to throw, it's Cook. He's going to let it go. And he lays out and snags it down the left side. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Into the end zone. can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for third.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Coming after him. Hit as he throws. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Didn't have...
Missouri.
to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive line, and you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time. But how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could...
Just keeps moving. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking for a man, it's Cook. And it's on the ground. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. And they'll get him down. Solid return.
And, man, that's such a great play by the quarterback to scramble around and make something happen. But I got to understand at the end of that run to take care of the football. I can't cough it up. Really good job scrambling, but poor job finishing that run.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it.
And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. The tag. Touchdown, Tiger. How about that D coming up with a play like that? They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Linebacker's trying to create some confusion. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Missouri 31, Georgia 10.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's back. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Looking for a productive play on first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll leave it with him. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Tiger! And the beatdown has ensued. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short term. He's looking deep. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Georgia.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Offense set on first down. The give to the tailback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Missouri! And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Georgia 16.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. Brings it down on the right side. Oh, look out! Inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating this.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll try the counter. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Running back goes in motion. On the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Of 4. Now, 4th down.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many.